Law enforcement officers stand vigil against those who have no respect for the law. Law-abiding citizens always treat them with the respect they deserve. But what happens when delinquents decide the law does not apply to them? From someone showing no respect to the authority a law enforcement officer possesses to someone trying to start a firefight, here are some incidents where the men and women of law exercises their authority to bring criminals to justice.
Stop! Please! Please! Get back!
The first incident is centered around Stanley Baker. On April 16, 2023, in Versailles Road, Kentucky, officers responded to a call informing about an intoxicated individual. The responding officer realized the man had an active warrant. The officer quickly approached Baker. He tried to apprehend him. Baker was adamant about being innocent and ignored the officer's orders. The officer informs him that he has a warrant. So will Baker do the logical thing and discuss the warrant with the officer? Let's see what happens next.
Stop! Please! Please! Get back! I ain't done nothing! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! I ain't done nothing! Get on the ground! I haven't done anything! Get on the ground! You have a warrant! Get on the ground!
Baker started to run away from the officer. The officer promptly used his taser. Unfortunately, it had no effect on him. A good Samaritan quickly came to the aid of the officer. With his help, the officer tried to handcuff him. Baker was able to break free from the Samaritan and run into an empty building. He entered an apartment and barricaded himself. Soon after, additional officers are dispatched to the scene. They try to locate the exact apartment. The initial officer talked about what had transpired with others.
All right, stop. Stop. Stop.
Still running and be detained.
Run into the annex building.
Clear on the annex. They're coming.
Be advised, I lost 2 minutes out of the building. He went into one of these rooms.
They're on went into a really fun annex.
Where you at? Where you at?
Is there in one of these?
He tried to get me gun, I tackled him. He tried to get the officer's gun, tackle the officer. I hit him.
Where's he at?
Which way?
Look which room. Which room is he in?
He's in there somewhere. There's like one way to move out. 18 or 19 were his.
What's his name?
19. Stanley Baker.
Mr. Baker, open the door!
Hey, officer, I'm sorry about that. I tried to hide
You're
him.
fine.
I had him in his headlock.
Mr. Baker!
He reached for his gun and took his taser from him. Put him in a headlock. He fucking punched me.
He's a male white. He's wearing blue shorts, a blue t-shirt, and a blue hat. He's got a scruffy beard. I saw him run into this building. He went into, I heard a door close. He's either in the first one on the left or the first one on the right. Stanley, come on out. We got you surrounded. I'll watch the back. I only got it one.
There's two officers over there.
Okay.
Let's stay there. We got this up. You all right, Ballard?
Try not to vomit just from running.
But other than that, are you okay? Nothing broken?
For the most part, I guess. I had a good tasing and he fell down and I was trying to get hands on, but my taser got knocked down. Here. And then after he cut around, by the time I made it to the top of the stairs, I heard a door shut, so he had to go either left or right.
To the first one. This one or this one? They got a ton.
Other officers tried to convince Baker to give himself up. They tried to reason with him. They knocked on the door and asked him to come out. The officer, meanwhile, told others about the failed taser deployment.
Stanley, we're not leaving! We know you have warrants! Come out and surrender!
Stanley, we know you're at the door.
Stanley, come out and talk to us. Hey, Stanley, what's your plan? Stanley!
After that, I went back to grab my taser to go ahead and fire another shot, but he was already too far. Baker, B-A-K-E-R.
No way. No way. You know about how old?
After much deliberation, Baker decided to come out and give himself up. He apologized to the officer and tried to explain his side of the story. He claimed that he had no intention to fight. Furthermore, he was informed that paramedics will check him first.
Hey, the officer's here talking.
How you doing, Mr. Baker?
I'm sorry.
Hey, no hard feelings, man.
I was just trying to talk to you, and you kept coming towards me, and I just backed you off. I didn't try to get you, you know.
Well, you ran into a dead end and was in a corner, so I knew you were either going to fight or run.
I wasn't trying to fight you. I had my hands up. I said, "Oh, wait. Didn't I say that or not?" I didn't do anything. I think so.
You take him out?
Will you please don't charge me with assault? Please don't do that.
Got a cigarette. Hey, did you let her know?
Please.
He got tased, so he probably needs to be looked at.
Will you please help me?
I got you, Mr. Baker. We'll look at it, okay? Hold on. Ambulance is going to come and check you out since you got tased.
Straight from Russia.
Baker claims that he did not attack the officer. He claimed that he was only trying to get away. The officer said that he did try to fight him. The paramedics finally arrives at the scene. While he was being checked out, the officer went and collected Baker's belongings.
I didn't assault you though, sir.
Well, after I tased you and then we fought on the ground.
No, fucking Mike had me. You didn't have me.
Well, before Mike even came, you fight me. That's why Mike.
No, I just tried to, get away from you. That's all. I didn't even do anything.
No.
How'd you do that?
Let's see.
What, the ground? Concrete?
You scuffed your knee up too.
Oh,
It's a Russian cigarette too.
yeah, I got it.
See, look at the pack. We got some special.
Man, I'll get it.
No, it's serious. Look. It's Russian. It's extra strong, I think.
Well, man, give me some water.
We got the water coming. There it is, right there. Our car. Take some pictures real quick.
I didn't, man.
I promise you, it makes a difference that you came in like that. All right. So he's got my cuffs on. You'll just check when you're
All I wanted was just.
You just wanted a little bit more time. I get it. You're going through a lot. We had no way to know where you were going.
21A, 21B, 28. Okay. 1847.
Here's Valid right here. Told you to talk to him. Please help me.
The officer informs Baker that he will be charged for assault. He kept insisting that he was not fighting the officer. He denied being on top of the officer. Furthermore, he kept pleading with the officer to drop the assault charges.
Mr. Baker.
C20,
Please,
480,
I'm sorry. You got to be charged with that one, okay?
C24.
All right.
That's another felony.
I know, but I'm not changing my mind on that, okay?
Please,
Stuff like
I
that.
didn't fight you though. That was it. I didn't, assault you or hit you or anything.
You were on top of me at one point.
And on top,
Yes.
I
If
had
it
your
wasn't-
hands and I tried to
if
get
it-
away. That was
If
it.
it wasn't for Mr. Michael pulling you off of me,
He did. He jumped on me.
after you were on top of me,
I wasn't on top of you. Look on the cam. I wasn't on top of you. I was beside you, and I had your hands.
yeah, you had my hands.
That's
you were
it.
pushing me off.
Yeah, just trying to put you off on me. That's all I was doing. I just got back in with my kids and everything.
So the best thing to have done would have been to have just stopped and take the
I
warrant.
asked you. I was like, hold on, and you kept coming towards me. And I was like, hold on, man. And I you know what I'm saying? Man, what was I supposed to do? You know, I wasn't trying to hurt you or assault you in any kind of way,
I got
man.
you. And things just happen, man, okay? I don't believe you're a bad person. You just made a
But the
you
judge
just
is,
made-
the judge is
just
not
made a
going to look
mistake,
at that,
okay?
bro.
You
You just made a
Please.
mistake, and I will tell the judge if you
You
want
want
it
to
again.
show up to court, man.
I do have to show up to
We
court.
have to. It's policy.
Man, they have said that many times, and I've never seen them in there.
Stanley Baker was charged with assault second degree to a police officer and escape second degree. He was sentenced to 3 years. While Baker tried to run from the officers, our next individual decided to stay inside his home and start a Mexican standoff with US Marshals. But before that, let's see what happens when a grown man starts acting like a child and makes the situation worse for himself.
I'm gonna go to jail.
The second incident revolves around Addison Tisch. On May 11th, 2022, an officer conducted a traffic stop on him as his vehicle was not registered. Addison soon became argumentative and escalated the situation. The officer exited his vehicle and informed Addison that his vehicle license plate had expired. He also discovers that he had no ID or driver's license on him. He started to become argumentative with the officer. Not only that, but he was not cooperating with the officer. The officer was able to recall his name.
059. Hello, how you doing? I'm Sergeant Cartwright, Bentleyville Police. The reason I'm stopping you is your tags are expired on this vehicle.
I'm working on it.
Okay, do you have a driver's license, proof insurance?
No.
You don't have a driver's license or insurance on you?
No.
Okay. Are you the registered owner?
045 044.
You are. You do own it too?
Are we really doing this again?
What?
Why do this again? I
What
just
you-
got a job, dude. I'm just beginning to make money.
What's your social?
Can I leave?
No. What's your social?
I guess I won't go to work tomorrow.
What's your social?
Is that the case?
Are you gonna give me your social or not?
Can you answer the question?
What's that? What's your
Am I
question?
going to work tomorrow?
That's up to you. I don't know. What's your social?
You're harassing me.
What's your social?
You chose to harass me. You
What's your
chose
social?
to. You chose
What's your
to.
name?
Nice
What's your
day.
first
I'm
name?
having a nice day. Just leave.
Okay. What's your name?
I'm nameless. I'm an illegal immigrant in this country.
Okay. Last name is Tisch, right?
No. You don't know me, remember?
Oh, I don't remember. I just can't remember your name exactly. All right, hold still. Okay.
The officer informs another officer that the vehicle had not been registered since 2021. As a result, it will be towed. He then informs Addison that his vehicle will be towed, and he also had a warrant.
I'm going to be in Eden Collection, right in front of the stove oven, with Alabama, David 31466 Henry.
This is where he's going to go nuts when he finds out the car is getting towed. This guy just doesn't care. He drives around, he's licensed, his tags are expired. Expired in 21. What's that?
Alabama.
I think this is my first time.
314
But he sits in the park
Henry.
and he's not driving it. And he usually waits till we leave. So. Okay, Mr. Tisch, I'm going to have you step out of the vehicle for me, okay?
Why, dude?
Because the vehicle's got to get towed. You're suspended. You have a warrant out of the Metro Parks.
You're a monster.
No, call me what you will, all right?
Addison becomes argumentative with the officer. He continues to ignore the officer's order to exit the vehicle. He mentions that he is angry because the rules are wrong. Addison continues to ask the officer if he could leave.
You're not the right. Why? Let me ask you something. Why are you driving then? You're not driving to work. You're driving
Because I
to
have
the
a
park.
life!
Calm down.
I have a life.
All right.
Leave me alone. Leave me
Well-
alone. I have hobbies. I have people I like to
Okay.
see.
Well, other people have to register a vehicle. Why makes you different than anybody else? Why? Why are you special and everybody else has to obey rules? Can you tell me that?
It's not about the rules.
What is it about then?
It's about the rules being wrong.
Okay, well, don't take that up with me. You take that up with your legislature. Call the governor for all I care. I don't make the rules,
You care.
okay?
Can I go? I
No.
want to be left alone.
You have to
I wanna
step
be
out of
left
the
alone.
vehicle.
Dude.
The officer again informs Addison that the license is suspended and he cannot let him drive off. He added that he is only getting a citation and he still had to take care of the warrant. Addison continued to be non-cooperative with the officer.
Suspended. I can't legally let you legally drive away from this from here. It's just
I want
That,
footage, dude.
that's
I
the
want
way it goes.
footage so I can hear you say that again.
The footage of what?
This footage.
You can't legally drive away. Is that what you want to hear? That's exactly what I'm telling you. That's why the car's being towed. That's why you're getting a citation to appear in court. You have a warrant still out of the Metro Parks. You haven't cleared that up even. All right, so we'd like to be here all night, but we unfortunately can't do that, okay?
You're bored again, and you saw me go by. Oh, glory, it's him. I found him again.
Still with your expired tags, still with your license being suspended. You just don't feel that the laws apply to you, but everybody else should have to do it. Right?
I just acquired a job.
Okay, good. That's great. It's a step in the right direction.
Damn, man, today was day 3. I'm fucking beat.
Awesome.
Regardless.
Okay.
Regardless, I can't even pay what you want me to pay.
Addison told the officers that they had to drag him out of the car. The officers suggest him to get out peacefully instead. The officer even offered a courtesy ride to his mother. Addison still refused to cooperate.
All right, Addison, you have to step out of the car for me, all right?
Bro, I want you to drag me out of the car.
We're not going to drag you out of the car, because then you're going to have to go to jail.
I'm going to sit here.
You're going to go to jail, all right? Don't do that. Don't do that. You're just compounding your issues.
Do you have a life?
Okay? No, I don't. Apparently I don't, okay?
Are you sure?
I'm sure of that, okay?
Things you do?
Yeah.
Family? People you see? People you know? People
Got
you
nobody.
know?
It's just me, by myself.
Why don't you call a friend or a family member right now to come pick you up, and then it can all...
I can even give you a courtesy ride back up to your mom's.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
Well, we're doing the best we can here, okay?
The best you can do is not enough.
Well, and the best, what your best you could do is just let you drive away and just never to bother you.
Yes.
Just free to go, do whatever you want, right?
That would be...
The officer finally had enough and told Addison that if he does not exit the vehicle, he will go to jail. Despite their best attempts, he continued to ignore their instructions. He was removed from the vehicle and was handcuffed.
You're about to go to jail.
These are my
You want to go to jail? Do you want to go to jail? I'm asking you. Do you want to go to jail? Right now. Either step out the car now.
What's the option, bro? What's the other option?
All right.
What is that?
Had enough. You're going to go to jail.
Hello.
Radio 3521, check up.
Step out of the car.
Come on tight, bro. Yeah.
Step
Pull
out
me
of
by
the car.
cup, bro. Yeah.
Step out of the car. Stop being like
Grab
this.
my other arm, bro. You know you just made me sit in a hot car.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
The officer tried to seat Addison in the cruiser. Instead of complying, Addison damaged the cruiser with the handcuff. He was then placed inside the cruiser, and the officer evaluated the extent of the damage.
So you really need to grow up.
Fortunate I haven't
You
assaulted
really,
you, bro.
you really
Can I
need
tell
to
you
grow
that?
up.
Can I tell you
You
that?
really need to grow up. Knock it.
Radio 1535,
Yeah.
38, check up.
Eye for an eye, brother?
Oh. Oh, that's nice.
I'm glad. You're fortunate.
Knock it off. Holy cow. This guy. Unbelievable.
Radio 7907, check up.
I'm okay. Out issuing.
Copy, 2001.
1535 radio.
1535.
I do have medicine I need to take.
Okay, this male's in custody. He also did damage to the cruiser.
I'll open the door on this side.
I copy.
I don't need to say a word.
The tow truck arrived at the location. While Addison's vehicle was being towed, he gleefully confessed that he damaged the cruiser intentionally. The officer briefly described the situation to the tow truck driver. Addison was later transported to jail.
Yep. So we can. Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. So we'll charge him with vandalism and Did this to the side of the door, Addison.
I was being apprehended in a manner that
that you didn't like, so you decided to scratch this door up, huh?
Correct. Because immediate punishment does more than a ticket.
So you're immediately punishing us by scratching our door.
I did, didn't I?
You did this in such a purposeful manner. Yeah. I gotta take this guy to Sean. I don't have a tow slip yet. I could drop one off. What's that? Yeah, it's driving under suspension, resist. He's not even a registered owner.
Cool.
So,
do your thing. Drop one off. I don't give a shit.
All right, I'll drop it off.
Cool.
Thank you.
Radio 1535.
35.
Addison Tisch was charged with vandalism on a government entity, obstructing official business, driving under suspension, and expired plates. As mentioned before now, we will see how the next individual decided to get into an altercation with the law enforcement.
Step on out. Step on out. Charles, step on out. Charles, step.
The third incident is centered around Charles. On May 24th, 2023, U.S. Marshals, along with local police, went to a resident looking for Charles's son, who had an active warrant. Although Charles was cooperative at first, he quickly escalated the situation with the law enforcement officers. The marshals knocked on the door and asked for Charles's son. He informed the officers that his son was not at the location. The marshals proceeded to search the resident. Charles can be heard arguing with the officers. Multiple firearms were noticed by the officers.
U.S. Marshals with the warrant, open the door.
You're up.
Someone got contact. Step on out. Step on out. Charles, step on out. Charles, step out. Come on down. Step out.
What are you looking for?
Brandon, step on down. Brandon here.
Brandon's not here.
Well, step on down the porch. Step on down the porch.
God damn.
Step on down the porch.
No bottles with no names.
Yeah, they are.
There's a scale on this thing in his bedroom and a pill bottle, no name on it, got ammunition. I know he's
creating a lot of ruckus out here. I thought Doug was about to.
I say, yeah.
He's a prick.
Pistol out wide open here. It's
Yeah,
my
but he's
211.
leaving a gun on her, so.
The officers finished their search and were leaving the resident. Charles, meanwhile, went inside. The officers were discussing the situation among themselves. Suddenly, one of them noticed Charles near the front door with a firearm.
Charles? I don't want to. Well, then we'll be back. We're going to keep coming back looking for Brandon. We got tools. I mean, if you want, I can run and do that real quick.
Gun away.
Whoa.
Put it away. Drop the gun.
Come on.
The officer instructed him to step out of the house. However, he refused to comply with their orders. Dispatch was immediately informed about the situation, and additional units were requested.
Step out! Step off the porch!
Step all the way down here now.
The pistol's on the little nightstand right there by the door.
Are we taking him into custody?
We'll go ag assault.
To the door.
Yep. Hey, Brandon, when you're on our local radio, let them know what's
Yep. Watch out.
Go ahead.
Granite 38. We need additional units. Charles was armed, barricade inside of his residence. Came out and pointed a handgun at myself and other U.S. Marshals. If you can send us more units, we're going to need a perimeter around this house.
One of the officers informed newly arrived officers about what had happened. They then discussed non-lethal options to apprehend Charles and were considering utilizing an armored vehicle. Two of the officers moved one of their vehicle to make way if the armored vehicle is utilized.
Moving it.
I get you covered.
The Selmer job.
Yeah, he's grabbing his rifle. Grab it. Ready?
Yep.
I got you.
Good.
Hey, you guys got cover? I need to get back to my car.
Hey, I'll go with you.
38, what's the address you got there?
Let me know when you're ready to move. Right.
Let me get the front door. We were clear, we were leaving, and he went back in, grabbed his gun off his nightstand, came back and was porch and started to muzzle up at us.
Really?
And we all turned around, drew down on him, and then kind of in that Mexican standoff, and he lowered his gun and then went back in, set it down, came back out, and...
What's this guy's deal? Did you guys see it?
I saw the gun. I had my back turned, and one of the ISP guys called out gun, and kept telling me to drop the gun, and basically he came out, and I guess he had pointed a gun.
Was it a handgun or was it a...
It was a handgun, and I think there was a rifle in the house, too. I don't know if I should leave the car or try and move it, because they're going to need to get armor in there anyways.
We can go shield up.
Yeah, if you guys want to push up with a shield, get your car and move out.
One of the officers contacted the district attorney's office for a search warrant. Meanwhile, Charles exited the house to argue with the officers. Sensing their opportunity, the officers utilized non-lethal means and apprehended Charles. They immediately handcuffed and arrested him.
Charles, this is the police. I need you to step out with your hands up.
Charles, step off the porch with your hands up.
Look, I ain't playing your games. You guys been in the house. You done what you wanted to do.
All right, come out here and talk to us then.
No, I'm not coming out.
Yes, you are.
All the guns you guys got on me. Look at you. I'm unarmed. Nothing. Not a zip.
We're not going away.
Leave him. Come on, man. Come on.
We're not going away. Come out.
You came here for my son. He's not here.
And now we're talking to you, bud. Come on, talk to us.
No, I'm not coming out.
Well, then we're not going anywhere.
Charles.
I guess you'll just be sitting there.
No, we won't. Charles, all you had to do is come out, bud. All you had to do is come out.
I was standing out here.
You had to come out. We told you to come out to us, did we not? You did not comply. That's what happens, bud. Come on. You know how this works.
I don't know how nothing works. I got woke up out of sleep for nothing.
Well, you do now.
Sit up, man.
Let's get him up here.
Omaha.
Dude.
Omaha. Flashbang. Flashbang. We gotta let it go.
Okay.
It's gonna be a bang, man, okay? You ready?
Charles was attended by a paramedics team. The officers re-entered the house and documented the surveillance system that was in place. They also noticed that Charles's firearm was not where it was when they first inspected the house.
I just go one and just put them in this.
Before we unhook that, let's get some photos of this camera system, please.
It's not illegal to have your head boarded up like that. Don't you have to have actual windows?
Yes.
Can't you red tag it?
Pretty sure it's fire code.
His firearm that he used, Shelley?
Right here.
It was a 1911 and it was all opened up in a case right there on his nightstand.
Yeah. He is. He's a wannabe hang around. Not actually members. They'd never make him a member.
I wonder where he put that SOB. Should have like a plastic case.
Holsters.
Or paddle holster.
Dre, he's got some ammo in this vest case. In this vest that came over here.
Dude, there's so many cockroaches, it's disgusting.
I know.
Definitely taking the cuts and the patches and shit.
Well, that's not a gang cut. That's just a cut. There's no 1%er gang stuff on it.
Cursed. The cursed.
Charles's wife arrived at the scene. An officer discussed what had transpired. She was cooperative with the officer. She was informed that they were unable to locate his firearms. He inquired if she could talk some sense into him.
Obviously, we were asking that we couldn't locate the firearms. We're going to go down. We're going to talk with Charles. I don't know how cooperative he'll be with this. I know. Let me ask you this. If you think
if he doesn't give you the, I'll go in the house and look for it.
And we can't really do that. Like I said, we don't want to hold you up any longer than we have to.
Right.
Obviously, you're ready to get into your home. If we go down there, do you think if he's uncooperative with us, if we get him on the phone with you, do you think could you talk some sense into him?
He won't tell me.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
he'll know that you guys tried to get me to tell him.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I mean, otherwise, if I knew exactly where, because usually he keeps the 38. The 45 usually sits on the dresser in a case. So he's...
And that's I'll tell you this. We were inside before today's incident. I saw the 45. I saw it on the dresser in your bedroom. It's not there anymore. Obviously, during the whole process of it, he went in and hid it somewhere.
He's got a 38 snub nose, but I cannot figure out a place that he could hide that.
And they're both missing. I'm saying he hid them both. We don't have possession of either. No, ma'am. No. So that's what we were asking you. But we're going to go down here and talk to him, maybe see if he will be kind and cooperative. But
you guys know him.
I know.
Charles was charged with 2 counts of resisting a peace officer, 3 counts of aggravated assault on a peace officer, and obstructing justice. While Charles lost his rationale when law enforcement came knocking, our next individual kept a clear mind despite having a history of running away from officers.
All we wanted to do was just check your boat. Just like normal. And then he took off.
Well, look, we got a warrant.
The last incident revolves around Roberto. On February 19th, 2022, in Monroe County, Florida, officers located Roberto's residence due to a warrant issued to him for fleeing on a boat. They proceeded to arrest him. 2 officers meet at the parking area of Roberto's apartment. They discussed their next course of actions. They were informed that he had resisting and assault charges. The officers planned what they would do in different scenarios while arresting Roberto.
Okay. What about the... Here's what we're going to do. We're going to knock on the door. Is he home? If he comes to the door and he tries to close the door on us, I'll get my boot in there. We got high pursuit. We know he has a warrant.
Right.
Watch his hands. Or we can back off, call the sheriff's department. If he wants to run and barricade himself, that's fine too.
Okay.
Get him outside, say we want to talk to you about the other night. And then get him outside.
Then we can see his hands and everything.
Get him outside the house. It's to our safety because we don't know what's in that house.
Correct, right.
So get him outside. Get him outside.
Can't be shooting through there. Which is
get him outside and right away turn around. You're under arrest.
Okay.
Put hands on. If he resists, we're going to go to the ground, tase him, run around with this guy if he's got priors.
Okay.
Okay. We're going home. We're going home, and we're going to be safe.
Yes, sir.
The officer made their way to the apartment and instructs Roberto to come out. Roberto answers the door and was cooperative with the officers. They started to discuss the prior event that led to the warrant. One of the officers then handcuffed him and let him know the reason of the warrant.
He doesn't know we're here. He can't see out the front of the building unless somebody called him. What's his first name? Roberto!
Yes, sir?
Come on outside. We want to talk to you about the other night. What happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, when I was docking the boat?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys screamed at me. You had your gun. I don't know. I got scared. My buddy was back there screaming. I just had a panic
Why didn't you
attack.
stop?
Huh?
Why didn't you stop?
I panicked, man. Nervous.
Well, we didn't start yelling until you started going away.
I don't know what happened, man. Went crazy.
All we wanted to do was just check your boat.
Oh.
Just like normal. And then he took off.
Well, look, we got a warrant.
All right. You're under arrest for fleeing and eluding.
Turn your hands back to back. There you go. We can get shaky at. You can bond out.
Okay.
But we're going to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, man.
We did get a warrant for you leaving like that.
Okay.
You have any weapons on you?
No, sir. I have my phone. I have my wallet. I have my keys.
Okay.
Wallet back here.
Okay. Is anybody home we can give this stuff to?
My grandpa's at his house.
Is he here? I mean, anybody here?
No, I live alone.
Okay. Well, you can take this with you to the jail.
They checked Roberto for contraband. They then explained what will happen to him and disclosed the charges. He was then escorted to the police cruiser. He was then seated inside the cruiser and was taken to jail.
We'll carry this for you.
Sure.
We'll check it in and you can make your phone call.
House keys and my car key.
You don't need them, right?
No, sir. Not right now.
You want us to leave these inside the door?
If you leave them in there, then nobody else can get them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll just keep them with you then.
Yeah, not a problem.
Should I lock this door with these keys?
It's locked automatically.
It does?
You just want to double check.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
All right.
Got this your car key?
Yes, sir.
And this your house keys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything else? Have anything sharp on you?
Man.
Nothing in your cojones?
That's all.
Okay. All right. So what we'll do is we'll take you to Key West. You'll have first appearance, and you can bond out, and then you can decide how you want to proceed. If you want to get an attorney or a public defender, and then so you're going to have a fleeing and eluding on the water charge and an interference charge.
Okay.
And then have you spoken to anybody? So you had no idea that we were okay. Officer, escort him down, and we'll take him down. And he's being very cooperative. I want to note that. Note that on the CAD. He's extremely cooperative, and you got enough air back there for him?
He should, yeah, but yeah, I don't have any glass, but okay.
I'm going to put this on your front seat.
Okay.
Okay. This is actually, I'll just sit here so it doesn't slide off and break.
Yeah.
Sit his stuff here. We'll give that back to him so he can have access to his computer and his phone and his wallet.
Yep, I got it down there.
So what I'll do is I'm going to go with you.
Okay. Yeah, you just want to leave it there?
At the jail, he was read his Miranda rights. Afterward, the officer questioned him about the boat incident. They asked him about the suspicions they had and let Roberto clarify his action.
So we're going to read your Miranda and then just ask you some questions. That's all right. All right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. You have the right to consult with an attorney and have an attorney present during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one can be provided to you before questioning at no cost. Do you understand these rights?
Yes.
All right. With these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to us now?
Yeah, I'll answer simple questions. I know.
Okay. Did you want to start? Or wait?
Yeah. Can you? I was there when I believe we tried to stop you on your boat. Yeah.
I don't know if you were there.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember.
Can you elaborate about what happened then?
I just freaked out, man. I have anxiety problems. I just got really nervous. You know, the other guy that was with me, he was freaked out too, and everybody's freaking out. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
But you knew, we were FWC. You knew like who we were. Well, maybe not who we were, but like you knew we were there just to check the resource.
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
Okay. All right.
Did you know that we were cops?
Well, I figured that. I mean, you could dress like it.
You figured you were cops. Okay. And the Celeste, is that your boat?
It's my grandfather's boat.
Okay. And were you driving that boat?
Yes, I was.
Okay. All right.
Did you have any product on board or anything?
We did.
Yeah, I know you said you were just going out.
We went out. We went out for a ride. We tried to fish. It was windy and wavy as shit. So we just went around and just came back.
What time did you leave the dock? Do you usually go fishing at 5 p.m.?
Yeah. I mean,
Fish at night?
Sometimes. I mean, the rare times that I go fish.
You can't pull traps at night, so you're pulling traps for a half hour and then coming back. Most boats leave in the morning.
No, we went to try fish.
Recreation.
Okay, so you didn't have any lobster on board?
No, sir.
Okay. Was there a reason why you didn't come back to the docks?
I know. I just freaked out. We went and I saw that and I just parked there.
Where did you park the boat?
At the boat ramp. But I just threw it.
Okay. I'm good.
Yeah, we were just kind of curious. I mean, we were
Yeah,
just.
I don't know, man. I just.
Okay. Well, for future reference, I mean.
Yeah, definitely not what I should have done.
Yeah, we're allowed to inspect boats, so I mean,
Yeah.
regardless you're coming in, even if you're recreational fishing, you just say, hey man, I'm recreational fishing.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay.
Did you hear us talking to you though? Like when we were obviously far away from you.
Yeah, I saw you guys, and then, like I said, I just freaked out, man. I blacked out. I had anxiety.
Yeah. Did you hear us?
And I heard you guys screaming, and I saw you guys were armed, and I lost it. I don't know.
Okay.
Right. But you knew we were saying like stop and turn the boat around and everything. Okay.
Roberto was charged with fleeing and eluding law enforcement. For more chilling tales of criminals, hit the subscribe button.